Have you ever walked into a doctor's office in an English-speaking country and completely frozen? You don't know what to say, you don't know the words for your symptoms, and the doctor is staring at you waiting for an answer.
Yeah, that actually happened to me when I first moved to the US. I had a terrible cold, and I had no idea how to describe what I was feeling. It was so stressful.
Well, today we are going to fix that. We'll walk you through a real doctor's office conversation, teach you the exact phrases you need, and make sure you're confident the next time you need medical help in English. Welcome to Real English Conversations. I'm William.
And I'm Sarah. This is the podcast where we teach you English through real, natural conversations, not the boring stuff from textbooks.
Today's episode is English 010, and we are at the doctor's office. This is a B1 level episode, which means we'll be using intermediate vocabulary and natural speech patterns.
And today's story is actually based on something that really happened to me. I had a horrible cold last winter and had to go to the doctor. William is going to coach me on what to say, so you can learn along with me.
By the end of this episode, you'll know how to describe your symptoms, ask the doctor the right questions, and understand what they say back to you. Let's go. All right, Sarah, let's set the scene. You woke up this morning feeling terrible. What's going on?
Ugh, I feel awful, William. My throat is killing me, my nose won't stop running, and I have a headache that just won't go away.
Okay, so the first thing you need to do is make an appointment with your doctor. You can call the clinic or go online. When you call, they'll ask you what's wrong.
Right. So I'd say something like, "Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with Dr. Smith. I'm not feeling well." Is that good?
Perfect. That's exactly what you'd say. Natural, polite, and clear. Now let's fast forward. You're at the clinic and the doctor comes in. What do you say?
Maybe. "Hi, doctor. I have a cold and I feel terrible."
That works, but doctors usually ask first, "What brings you in today?" That's a very common expression. And then you describe your symptoms, the specific things you feel in your body.
Oh, okay. So I'd say, my symptoms are a sore throat, a runny nose, and a headache. It started about 3 days ago.
Excellent. That's exactly the kind of detail doctors need. "It started 3 days ago" is really useful because it tells the doctor how long you've been sick.
And what if the doctor asks me questions I don't understand? That happens to me all the time. Doctors use really technical language.
Just say, "I'm sorry, could you explain that in simpler terms?" Or, "I didn't quite catch that, could you repeat it?" Doctors are used to this, even with native speakers.
That's so helpful. Okay, so the doctor says I have a viral infection and gives me a prescription. Now what?
Great. A prescription is a written order from the doctor so you can get medication from a pharmacy. You'd take the prescription to a pharmacy and they'll give you the medicine. Okay, let's pause and break down some of the vocabulary we just used. This is your vocab breakdown section. First, make an appointment. This is a verb phrase. It means to schedule a time to meet with a doctor or professional. For example, "I need to make an appointment with my doctor this week."
You can also say book an appointment, same meaning. And in more casual English, people just say set up an appointment or even get a slot with the doctor.
Second, symptoms. This is a noun, and it's usually used in the plural. Symptoms are the physical signs that tell you something is wrong with your body. My symptoms include a fever and a sore throat.
Doctors will often ask, "What are your symptoms?" right at the start of the visit. It's one of the most common questions you'll hear. Be ready to list them clearly.
Third, prescription. A prescription is a written or digital order from your doctor that allows you to get specific medicine from a pharmacy. The doctor gave me a prescription for antibiotics.
And not all medicine requires a prescription. Some medicine you can buy directly at a pharmacy without seeing a doctor first. We'll talk about that word in the next conversation.
Let's continue the story. You've seen the doctor, you have your prescription, and now the doctor gives you some advice before you leave.
Okay, so what would the doctor say? Like, in real English?
A doctor might say, "Make sure you take it easy for a few days. Rest as much as you can, drink plenty of fluids, and don't push yourself."
Oh, take it easy. I love that phrase. So it basically means rest and relax, right? Don't work, don't stress.
Exactly. It's a really natural idiom that English speakers use all the time. And then the doctor might ask you to follow up in a week if you don't feel better.
So follow up means go back to the doctor to check how you're doing?
Right. You might hear, if your symptoms don't improve in 5 days, please come back and we'll follow up. It's also used as a noun. I have a follow-up appointment on Friday.
Got it. And what if I don't have insurance and I just want something cheap from the pharmacy? Is there anything I can do without another prescription?
Yes. That's where over-the-counter medicine comes in. Over-the-counter means medicine you can buy directly at the pharmacy without a prescription. Things like pain relievers, cold medicine, and allergy pills.
Oh, that's super useful. So if someone asks, is this medication over the counter, they mean, do I need a prescription for it or not?
Exactly right. And at the pharmacy, if you're not sure, just ask the pharmacist, is this available over the counter? They'll point you in the right direction.
This has been so helpful, William. I feel like I could actually have a real conversation at a doctor's office now.
That's the goal. And remember, doctors and nurses deal with patients of all backgrounds every single day. They want to help you understand, so don't be shy about asking them to repeat or explain things.
Time for our second vocab breakdown. Let's go through the 3 phrases from that last conversation.
Number 4, take it easy. This is an idiom that means to relax, rest, and not push yourself too hard. It's very common in everyday English, not just medical situations. Your friend might say, hey, take it easy this weekend, just meaning have a relaxing time.
It's also a way to say goodbye in casual English. See you later. Take it easy. It's a very flexible little phrase.
Number 5, follow up. This is a phrasal verb meaning to check in again after an initial contact or treatment. The nurse said, I need to follow up with the specialist. You'll hear this in medical, business, and everyday contexts.
As a noun, it becomes a follow-up with a hyphen. I have a follow-up tomorrow. As a verb, no hyphen. I'll follow up with them next week.
Number 6, over the counter. This adjective phrase describes medicine or products you can buy at a pharmacy without needing a doctor's prescription. Can I get something over the counter for a headache? And the answer is yes, like ibuprofen or aspirin.
You'll see it abbreviated as OTC on packaging and in medical articles. So OTC medication means the same thing as over-the-counter medication.
Make an appointment.
What are your symptoms?
The doctor gave me a prescription.
You should take it easy for a few days.
Please come back to follow up next week.
Is this medication available over the counter?
All right, it's quiz time. 3 questions to test what you learned today. Get ready.
Question 1. If you want to schedule a time to see your doctor, you would say, A, I want to make an appointment. B, I want to do an appointment. C, I want to have an appointment.
The answer is A, make an appointment. In English, we always use the verb make with the word appointment. Do and have are incorrect here.
Question 2. The doctor says you should take it easy this week. What does that mean? A, you should exercise more. B, you should relax and not push yourself. C, you should take easy courses at school.
Correct answer is B, relax and not push yourself. Take it easy is an idiom for resting and reducing stress. Option C is a funny distractor, but that's not what it means.
Last question. Which of these medicines would be over the counter? A, a special antibiotic your doctor prescribed. B, ibuprofen you buy at the pharmacy without a prescription. C, a medication only available at the hospital.
The answer is B. Over the counter means you don't need a prescription. You can just buy it at the pharmacy yourself. Ibuprofen, aspirin, and most cold medicines are over the counter.
That's a wrap on English 010. We covered so much today: how to make an appointment, describe your symptoms, understand a prescription, and buy medicine over the counter.
And don't forget, take it easy and follow up with your doctor if things don't improve. Those phrases will serve you well in real life.
If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe so you never miss a lesson. We put out new episodes every week with real English conversations for real situations.
And coming up next, English 011, Shopping in English. We're going to talk about how to ask for help in a store, how to return something you don't want, and what to say when you want to make a complaint. You don't want to miss it.
See you in the next one. And until then, take it easy.
Take it easy, everyone. Bye.